Chapter 14, Avikntos. Lauren. The force from the bullet impacting her left side made her spin before hitting the ground, and she screamed, "AGH! Sweet mother of Primus! We have the intruder. November Wing, I need a squad here now." Civilian was shot, medical team needed immediately. Woods turned to Rache. "Do you?" "I have her." "Go scrap the vermin," shouted Rache. Woods picked up the gun from where Lauren had dropped it. "A medical team is on the way." "Blast it, that hurts." Lauren sat up, blood oozing out of her middle, left side. "Don't move, Lauren," ordered Rache. "You were shot." "Yeah, well, I shot back. I've been shot before. This one isn't going to stop me." Lauren spat, standing up. Blood coated both of her hands, and the wound kept oozing as she walked. "That was Optimus who has been shot, not you," scolded Rache. Lauren looked back at him, before breaking into a run. "I know my limits, come on." She knew she wouldn't last long, but she had to at least make it to Optimus. She knew he would have to be in the large lab, assuming this was the 8th level down. Several men passed the two of them, either informed that they were good guys, or too busy to pick a fight. Lauren approached a massive door, and looked at it for a moment. "This is it." "Lauren, you're losing too much." "Save it, Rache," Lauren muttered, before walking to the terminal beside the door, opened the door. "This is the girl connected to the Autobot you were killing." A voice replied, "Agent Woods said you were wounded. What are you doing here?" "Making sure that Optimus is safe. Now open the door before I hack it." Lauren spat. Rache stared at her, growing more concerned. The blast doors slowly parted. Lauren was about to run in, when she found herself staring up at Optimus. "Threats are unnecessary, Lauren. I am fine," Optimus said, looking down at her. He seemed to be holding his chest in pain, and energon had spilled across his front. They sealed the wound that they had. "You're injured." He knelt down. "They did not tell me you were losing blood." A woman in a lab coat, tall, brown hair, and beady green eyes with glasses, walked over. "We didn't realize it was this serious. Let me look." She rushed over. "I minored in Homo sapien medicine." Lauren hesitated, when the woman began examining the hole in her side. "Dear heavens, doesn't this hurt?" she asked. Lauren shrugged. Yeah, but I've felt a lot worse before. I'm okay." "No, you're not. How much blood has she lost?" the woman asked Rache. Rache narrowed his eyes on Lauren, enough that a strong, healthy man would have lost consciousness. "She seems to be running on a very strong will." "Where is the medical team?" she asked. On cue, several medics rushed in. "We followed the blood trail, and if the civilian has lost this much blood, his life could be in danger." "You mean her?" Lauren asked, right eyebrow tilting upward. Two women rolled a gurney in. "You were the one shot?" "You're just a kid." The lead medic gasped. "Never mind. I would try to get you to the infirmary, but judging by your blood loss, I'm not going to chance it. We're removing that bullet, and sealing that open wound now." Lauren blinked. And now that she wasn't focused completely on Optimus anymore, she could feel the pain returning with a vengeance. They were right, it was bad, and black was sinking into her vision. Somebody catch her, she's about to. From that point, Lauren began getting bits and pieces of what was happening. "We can't give her a profile, says she's allergic to operate while she's unconscious." She didn't know how long it had been, but what she felt was a tool being pressed into the wound opening, and from then on she came awake, jerking forward, and yelling. Several medics jumped to hold her down, as the lead medic continued to move the tool around. Lawrence screamed, "What are you doing? Just take the thing out." The lead medic cursed. "It broke apart. I'm going to have to take every little piece out. This is going to hurt more." "The man was no liar," Lauren cried out. "Hold her steady." The lead medic growled. "Stop it." If I don't remove all of this shrapnel, it could get infected. Then let it get infected. Lauren shouted. I'm sorry. Lawrence saw Optimus and Rasha staring from not too far away. The two were whispering to one another, and kept looking at Lauren. Both were concerned. Optimus even looked worried. It'll be over soon, whispered the female scientist from before, who placed a cold rag on her forehead, and wiped the sweat off her forehead. What's your name, Sunshine? Lauren grimaced, tension building. Lauren Ash courage R. Hello, Lauren. My name is Dr. Miri. She then asked, how were you shot, do you know? Lauren growled. Woods, a guy behind him, aimed a gun. I grabbed Wood's gun, and shoved him out of the way. I got shot, but I shot him back. Mary blinked. My, aren't you the little hero? That sure was dangerous. Yeah, no kidding, thanks. Lauren shouted, AGH. Why the heck does it hurt so much? Dr. Miri, began Optimus, look in Lauren's right pocket, there should be a blue glowing stone. Can you place it in her hand? Dr. Miri found the matrix shard, and placed it in Lauren's hand. What is it? Lauren breathed, calming somewhat. There was just as much pain, but holding the shard made her feel secure in control of herself. Whatever you did, thank you. This is much easier and safer to work with, said the lead medic. I'm almost done. Then we can sew it up and find her a painkiller she isn't allergic to. Lauren looked to Optimus, and smiled at him. It was a thankful smile, and she nodded to him. Lauren closed her eyes. She wasn't able to sleep, but it was some rest at least, and after they had stitched the wound, the first thing Lauren did was gently climb off the gurney, despite the doctor's orders, and walked over to Optimus, who by then had transformed. Lauren, you should, Optimus began. She climbed up, opening his passenger door, and sat in his passenger seat, before reclining it back, adjusting herself, and closing her eyes. Sleep. Rasha rolled to his side. I've called up the other Autobots, and... Where did she go? I believe she's sleeping, whispered Optimus. Rasha looked around. Where? In my passenger seat. Oh, muttered Rasha. Most likely she feels safer with you. Either way, the fact that she is finally resting is welcome news. As I was saying, the rest of the team is on their way, and Woods is trying to have his people figure out a way to shut the bridge down. We're running out of time. Optimus agreed. I'm aware. But this must be executed carefully. He then began pondering the dream that had afflicted him in his own unconsciousness. Rasha, do you recall what we discussed about the individual have not but 3 parts to their subconsciousness? Optimus knew the wording was not completely accurate, but he had to code it in case anyone was listening. Yes. But... Avikntos. That is what the catalyst called the individual. Anyway, Avikntos demonstrated honor and tenacity in protecting the oblivious, but threatening those who were killing her closest friend it was. Avikntos sounded like Unicron. Rasha sighed. Yes, but what is more disturbing is the fact that I had nightmare. It took place on the moon above, overlooking the burning Earth. Purple flames took the planet. I heard screams. She told me of chaos being the one universal constant, and that the burning Earth is how the world ends. I believe it was Unicron telling me. Rasha shuddered. I'm sorry, Optimus. Optimus did not know what to say, or how to respond. Sooner than later he and Lauren would have to face what part of Unicron was within her. And Optimus from then chose that he would stand by Lauren whenever that fight would come. A question then came to him. The living computer called her Avikntos? Yes, confirmed Rasha. What does that word mean? Asked Optimus. Rasha paused, then explained. The closest translation I can find is from the human language known as Greek. Avikntos, or a nu kappa eta tau omicron sigma, means invincible in English. This only puzzled Optimus even more. What did it mean in calling her that? And where had it gone? There was a hidden purpose to calling her a Nu Kappa Eta Tau Omicron Sigma, and Optimus was bent on finding that purpose.
Well, that's the ending of that chapter. I do hope you enjoy this video. If you like to see more, remember to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and leave a comment down below. Until next time.